The first book that Roy and I wrote together was Silent Thunder, and it was about a woman who designed submarines. We had such a good time with it, but I never dreamed that I was going to write a sequel to it. But I said, okay, she's going to Marinth, which is a wonderful ancient underwater city that I'd mentioned in a book, a long time ago. Fatal Tide, perhaps some of you may remember it. Our Hannah actually is in Marinth to test out a new breed of sub that she's designed. But when she gets together with her friend Melis, who has made this underwater city her life's work, they suddenly discover a very dangerous secret.
But of course, the action would take place all over the world as they race to kind of unravel this puzzle.
Well, that dangerous secret involves Hannah in an adventure that will test not only her own wits, but that of Nicholas Kirov, a former Russian submarine commander.
Well, it really is a mystery for them to solve. They have to track down the pieces of this puzzle that is first presented to them on the ocean floor will take them all around the world.
It becomes a battle not only for the survival of this wonderful city, but also of the world. Decided that we'd bring back Nicholas Kirov, we'd bring back Hannah. You may remember the dolphins in Fatal Tide. Well, they are back in Shadow Zone, and they're even more exciting and more fun and funny.
And it's always true that your hero is only as good as your villain. And we've got a couple really good villains in this story. Gader is our main bad guy, and he is an international arms trader who is searching for this secret that the lost city of Marinth holds, and someone who has to be stopped at all costs because he has great hopes at harnessing this secret for potentially calamitous results. Now, Gader's lover/henchwoman, Anna, is maybe even deadlier than he is, and she's very beautiful, very skilled, very deadly, and readers have really responded to her, and she was an incredible amount of fun to write, and I think to read too. Now, the middle part of this book has a lot of the elements of a heist thriller, which was really, really fun. It's always been a kind of a fun genre where you get a team together and steal something. And we have two lead characters here who don't have this background at all. She designed submarines. He was the captain of a Russian submarine. Neither one of them are professional thieves, but they find themselves in a situation where they have to steal something for the greater good, although it puts them on the wrong side of the law for a little part of this story. And we had a lot of fun with that, and also introduced some characters who are a bit more adept at this line of work for them to team up with. And that gave us some really kind of fun dynamics and some humor and some tension and excitement.
I love it when all of the strings of a book can be tied up and all of the mysteries and the romances and everything connected to the book can come together in one big, tremendous explosion of action and daring do.
We do end up back on the ocean and under the ocean for a big action sequence, which is probably the biggest action sequence I've ever written, and I think the biggest one my mother's ever written. And the stakes are huge, and the battle itself is huge, and our characters are right there in the thick of it.
We had a great time with that ending.
Writers get attached to characters just as readers do, and I've great affection for Hannah and Kirov, and I've already thought of other ideas for them. I'm not sure quite when we might get around to writing them, but we may not have seen the last of Hannah and Kirov.
Will there be another book with these characters? You never know. I think we left them on a good note, but you never can tell.